Valencia. All right. So guys, we got back to the shelter yesterday at about like 5:30. We walked in the building and they refused to let us in. I was advised that all our belongings had been packed up and that we had to go around back to put our stuff in the car. No one told me why they released us from the program. No one told me what happened. Now, I did tell you guys that I was attacked yesterday morning and I was threatened to be beat up before I left outside the building with my neighbor. So these people released us out of the shelter without warning, without notice. Now, remember, I told you this is what they were planning to do. Because they never planned to help us in the first place. So they kicked us out of the shelter with nowhere to kick us out of the shelter. They backed up our stuff and told us that we could not come in the building. I have no idea like what we're going to do. We've been calling shelters, we've been calling places, and all shelters are full. Of course, it's Friday after 5 when this happened. And it's like, nothing is going to be available. There's going to be nothing open after 5 o'clock. And these people couldn't even look me in my face to tell me why they kicked me out of the shelter, me and my daughter, with nowhere to go, with no resources. But again, I told you guys they have been planning this because they never intended to help me in the first place. Her father, which has been stalking us and trying to human traffic us, has been emailing me consistently because clearly he told them to put me out because he knew that I was about to get housed. The only time that he starts to email me, call me, or try to get in contact with me is when he knows that I'm about to move on. And this is what was happening, guys. This is what I told you. This is the stable that we have been in the last 3 years. And I was in the process of getting housed. These people were never, ever going to help me because they received money not to help me. And they've been working in cahoots with my daughter's father and my karmic foster family the whole time. So now me and my daughter have nowhere to go. Again, this is something that they have been planning. This is something that they've been working on. When I was supposed to meet with my so-called case manager on the 16th, no meeting happened. Nobody explained anything that was supposed to be explained because they knew that they never was going to help me, period. So now we're here with all our belongings in this car, with no money, with no resources, with nowhere to go. And these people can't even look at me in my face. These people can't even give me a logical reason why they kicked me out. Even though I've been complaining since I got to this location that I've been being threatened and I've been being harassed by the residents there. Yes, I went to the police station, and the only thing they can tell you is the number one place that they send people to is the Salvation Army. Me out on yesterday. Sorry. Yeah, I've been CCing the police department on everything, on all my videos, and they're pretty much. You understand? The main thing that the gentleman told me was that, you can file a lawsuit. You need a lawyer for that and you need money for that. And that's what I was working towards at this time. This is what her dad has been doing to me for the last 2.5, 3 years. He got me evicted out of my last 2 apartments before I got to the shelter. That's how I got to Charlotte. He got me fired from my last 2 jobs. That's how I got to Charlotte. I was released from these positions without any. North Carolina is a work at will state, so you should know that. I do have the 2 businesses, but I had to shut those down because I had to get away from him. Okay? So when I got the 2 positions that I had, whatever he did black magic wise or voodoo wise, that people just let me go, period. As it relates to the housing, the reason why we ended up in the shelter in the first place is because he got us evicted out of our last 2 housing situations. This is why we're in the shelter. This is why we're in hiding. Because everywhere we go and we try to get stable and we try to get help and we try to get support, this is what he does. He gets us kicked out of the places. This is what I've been dealing with for the past 3 years. I have been, even when I have money, I couldn't keep money in the account because he kept pulling the money out using that technopath shit. And so now, I literally have nowhere to go. Yeah, I know. He knows that the transition is about to happen, and this is what he's trying to do. He's trying to create disruption, conflict, and chaos. This is the same old, same old. This is what he's been doing. This is what he's been doing for the last 3 years. This is what my foster family has been doing for the last 3 years. I have no idea what we're going to do. And I've utilized all the resources that I know that are available to me. You can't get into a shelter if they're full. The police are only going to provide you with the options that they have available to you. I have no idea what I'm going to do. To do great things, because I know that's why the enemy is after me so hard. I've been fighting this fight for a long time by myself. I've been fighting this battle for a long time in private. And I know that I'm getting ready to come out. And this is why the enemy is trying to do all he can. This is why the enemy is trying to do all he can to try to stop me, to try to block me, to try to create disruption in the process and in the progress that I'm making. But I'm still not going to fold. I'm still not going to quit. I'm still not going to keep going. I'm still not going to keep pushing. People have been mishandling me for a very, very long time and my baby. People have been literally abusing me and my baby for a very long time. All because I'm doing what God has called me to do. All because I decided to heal. All because I decided to get out of a toxic situation. All because I decided to save my life and my daughter's life. God has the final say. Libra rising. Yep. God has the final say. Y'all keep praying for me. Y'all keep sharing my videos. Okay? I know that it's hard out here. It's tough out here. Everybody got their own situations. on what they're going through. I'm going to put my Cash App in the link. If any of we have nothing. These people kicked us out and didn't even think twice about it. These people bagged up our stuff and didn't think anything about what we're going to do, how we were going to do it, where we were going to go. This was pre-planned. This was premeditated. And I already knew it was coming. This is why these videos were being posted. Spirit was telling me that this is what they were going to do. Yes. So I'm going to leave it at that. Again, I'm going to put my Cash App in the link, y'all. If y'all can send me anything, I greatly appreciate it. I can't even believe that I have to be doing this, but it is what it is. It is what it is. God will have the final say.